Good morning. This morning's sunrise story is from the 24 Carat Buddha and Other Fables by Maxine Harris. The publisher is the Sidran Institute Press. Today's story is called Two Gifts. Deep in the Ural Mountains of central Russia lived a powerful wizard. His fame for being able to foretell the future was so renowned that families brought him their newborn infants so that he might predict each child's future. One day, in the late spring, a prominent family brought them their baby daughter, Masha, to the home of the wizard. The baby's father was a rich farmer, and the mother was not only beautiful, but was well known for being a talented musician. The new parents had great hopes for their firstborn child. The wizard sat quietly as the parents told of their daughter's birth and of their plans for her future. "Your daughter will have a full life," intoned the wizard. "She will face many challenges, but she will triumph in the end." "Is that all?" asked the disappointed and somewhat concerned parents, who had been hoping to hear that their daughter would marry a prince and become a famous songstress. "No," said the wizard. "I will give Masha two gifts that will help her face the challenges that lie ahead." And with those words, he entrusted the girl's mother with a small, plain, burlap bag, fastened with a cord and containing something the wizard called the truth, and a small pair of glasses. The glasses had beautiful rose-colored lenses, and the frames were encrusted with colorful stones and shiny pieces of metal resembling gold. The parents returned to their home, put the gifts away in a small chest that they kept in the attic. Despite all of their dreams and hard work, the years were not kind to the family. Several seasons of severe drought brought the family to the brink of financial ruin. Masha's father, who had been known for his wonderful sense of humor and his easygoing disposition, became sullen and withdrawn. Sometimes he would become angry, remembering the cryptic message of the wizard, and rage at Masha and her mother. Masha's mother, who had lost 4 other children in childbirth, no longer made music and only seemed happy when she was drinking from the wineskin she carried with her everywhere she went. All of this would have been unbearable for young Masha if it were not for the discovery she made one day while playing in the attic. Masha opened the chest where her gifts lay hidden and was immediately captivated by the beautiful glasses. At first, she only amused herself by looking at the bright-colored stones and the shiny metal. But one day, she chanced to put on the glasses and made a most remarkable discovery. When she was wearing the glasses, the world appeared as she wanted it to be. The meager supper that her mother managed to put on the evening table, it looked like a holiday feast. Her mother's face shone, and her now dull eyes once again twinkled with delight. And Masha's father's scowl turned into a huge playful grin. At first, Masha only wore her glasses when she was feeling especially sad, but after a while, she took to wearing them most of the time. The world just looked nicer through the rose-colored glasses. Just when the villagers thought that things could not get worse, a band of barbarians came down from the hills. They assaulted the women and stole what little property the villagers had left. The barbarian chief took the entire village as his prize and made all the people his prisoners. The village elders were distraught and pleaded with the chief on behalf of the villagers. At first, the chief was outraged that the people would dare to approach him to ask for leniency. But then he agreed to a challenge. The villagers would be freed if they could produce the truth. If they failed, they and their descendants would be slaves to the chief and his tribe for 3 generations. Not knowing what else to do, the elders agreed to the chief's conditions. When the elders told the people of the deal they had made, the men and women of the village cried out in horror and complete disbelief. "How will this help us?" they wailed. "We will never be able to meet the chief's challenge. Who among us knows what the truth is? And if we did know what the chief meant by the truth, how would we begin to find it?" Each of the villagers returned to his or her home to contemplate what to do. Masha and her parents went back to their rundown home and began to prepare for the worst. When Masha's father remembered that one of the wizard's gifts to Masha had been called something like the truth, Masha's mother sent her to the attic to see if the little burlap bag was still in the trunk. Masha ran upstairs, opened the trunk, and peered inside, but she saw nothing. She returned to her parents and told them of her futile search. "You cursed child," screamed her father. "Perhaps if you took off those silly glasses you wear all the time, you might be able to see better." "I will never take my glasses off," cried Masha. "The world is just too ugly without them." Hearing that, her father became furious, and he struck Masha in the face, breaking her beautiful glasses and scattering the colored stones all over the floor. Masha scrambled to pick up the pieces of her broken glasses and retreated sobbing to a dark corner of the house. After her father calmed down, she snuck up to the attic to see if she might find some string to repair her glasses. This time, when Masha opened the chest, she saw the little bag of truth quite clearly. How could I have missed it?" she thought. "I searched every inch of this chest." Then Masha held the fragments of her broken glasses up to her eyes. Peering through the glasses, the truth was no longer visible. It is a strange reality that you cannot see the truth through colored glasses. Masha grabbed the little bag and ran straight to the most respected elder in the village. At first, he could not believe that a young girl had found the truth. But when he held the little bag, he was convinced. Even the barbarian chief bowed before Masha and the bag of truth she carried with her. With the discovery of the truth, the fortunes of the entire village changed. The rains came, and the crops, which had been the source of the village's wealth, became even more bountiful than before. The village elders asked Masha if they could have the truth to display in a glass case at the local church, along with other sacred objects. But Masha refused. "The truth has been locked away in my attic for many years. It did none of us any good while it was hidden. The truth deserves to be seen by all the people. So I will hang it out in the open on the branch of my favorite apple tree. And then, when anyone who wants to can come and see and touch the truth and make it their own." The additional reading. 2 gifts. Denial is a powerful barrier to seeing the truth. Often, we struggle to be honest with ourselves and with others about what we see and what we believe. But the truth is sometimes painful, and we may feel compelled to wear the glasses of denial just to survive from day to day. Individuals who have experienced profound loss, abuse, or disappointment at the hands of caregivers may find that without the glasses of denial, they are unable to cope. Rose-colored glasses sometimes make an abusive childhood bearable. Unfortunately, those same glasses obscure the truth, and when an individual reaches adulthood, he or she may find the truth hardly recognizable. It takes great courage to voluntarily put the lies and distortions aside and stare bare-eyed at the truth. Yet that is just what survivors must do if they are to heal from the scars of abuse. Thank you for listening this morning. I appreciate you.